Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am the Pixel Voyager, and today we are blasting off into episode number 34 of our modded Terraria series. And today, I think it's time to beat a dead horse. That's right, we're going back into the arena with the Astrum Aureus. But we're going to make one big change here. After I buy some tasty bacon, I have been using this elemental, and I have been using it for a good few episodes now, and she's pretty darn good. But she's not keeping up. She's not keeping up with the bosses that we are fighting. I'm still dying in just a couple of hits, regardless of how much help she's given us. And I may be making a bad choice, but I think it's time to upgrade backwards, we'll say. I want to re-equip this Grand Gelatin here. That's right, we're going back to an old accessory, the Grand Gelatin, but if we look, I have 10% increased movement speed and 40% increased jump speed. And we're going to go ahead and demonstrate that, just like so. That's how long it takes me to fly up the 4 platforms to my house. If I equip the gelatin, that's how long it takes me to fly. The biggest issue I've been having is not being able to get out of the way of the shotgun blasts and everything else that he's been throwing at us. So I want to try this out. If I feel like I am losing out because of the regen, I can always switch it over for my Celestial Emblem here. That is my other option. But right now, I'd rather have the damage than the healing. I'm going to try and focus more on dodging than tanking, because the game's making it very clear that tanking is not particularly viable. Which is nice, it's good. I like to see that. It really puts more of an emphasis on player skill than it does just gearing up. We are giving this another try. We're going to change our tactics a little bit. The Grand Gelatin, I hope, will make a big difference. My other big tactic change is going to be more straight line running. What I had been doing after reviewing my footage from the last episode is a lot of kind of back and forth, trying to jump over his head and change directions and move from one way to the other. And honestly, I don't think that was really working. That was where I was taking the vast majority of my damage. And if I just stick in the straight line here, all I have to do is jump over his occasional blast. And I think we can already tell this is making a nice, big difference. This way, the jellyfish don't really have a chance to home in. After a couple of seconds, it looks like they do, in fact, give up on the chase and just kind of travel in a straight line. And you dodge. And yeah, all I have to do is jump over the occasional shotgun blast. So once they speed up like that, like I say, it looks like I rarely have to worry about them even, because they're trying to adjust their trajectories to home in. And by the time they have a chance to do that, I am already well out of their way. So I am very, very happy with this. The evaluations I have done while editing the last episode do appear to be paying off. I've taken a couple of hits, but this is A-okay. Yeah, this is not a boss that I want to stick up close to. It's not a fight I want to engage with overall. But yeah, I was really concerned. I was willing to give this a couple of shots and move on if I needed to. But I didn't want to do that because, well, I could go fight Golem, I could go fight the Moonlord, I could go do all of those things. And that would definitely allow me to gear up and kind of outpace the fight. But if I could avoid breaking progression, then, yeah, I liked that better, honestly. Ooh, did you see that weave? Completely, 100% totally intentional. I assure you? Ooh, what a teleport. Alright, it is getting a little bit dicier. Let me pop one of these. And I really just need to keep up the fire rate. He is very, very close now, and I am not. So I think we're good. I don't feel any stress or concern. So that's one of the best feelings in video games, is when you have struggled and struggled and you have evaluated your issues and you have made the adjustments necessary to trivialize the engagement. Because I, personally, I feel like that was trivialized. And all I did was look at my past fights and make the changes as necessary. So that means we are in for a fun and exciting time. Let me get out of here so we can have a little bit of light. I guess I can put the rest of these chunks away. I might actually do a little bit of farming because I don't know what his weapon drops are, but I'll check that in the table, and you don't need to worry about that. His lore, I did forget to pick up the lore from the Leviathan fight, so I might have to go refight that to try and see if I can get it again. But this gives me... Favorite this item to gain a 10% increased jump speed in space. So, okay. I'm not mad about that. There's no downside to using it, it would seem. Also, note, Death Valley Duster is not favorited. RIP. It's been a very good weapon. It's treated us very well. I didn't want to put it away, mostly for sentimentality's sake, because it has been such a big aspect of our game. But the Atlantis here does exactly the same thing, but kinda does it better. So that's what we're going with. Otherwise, the rotation remains the same unless this changes everything. Ooh, Fallen Stars, good. I was very short on those. Nebulash, Boreal Bomber, and a Hallowed Key. A Hallowed Key? Okay. I will get you guys up to speed with our next plan. I do still need to do some of the wave events, and I will probably do that next episode. But my goal right now is to keep chugging on bosses, and it looks like next up is going to be Golem. And this will be fast, this will be easy. Once I get that done, I'll see how I feel about going forward. We'll check the recording time, all of that jazz. But if I want to look at Abyssian hallucinations in the aquatic depths, okay. I haven't actually been to the aquatic depths in hard mode, so we'll have to see if that's anything fun. The Abomination, the Plaguebringer Goliath, or we could go for Duke Fishron. Which Duke Fishron is a vanilla boss, which means I could probably take that out pretty quickly, pretty easily. And Duke Fishron has some very powerful equipment, has some very powerful drops, but I don't know how well they hold up in modded. But I will take them on at some point, and, you know, this seems like a good time. I feel very, very powerful. One thing at a time, though. Right now, we know what our next goal is, so I'm going to do that. Upon closer inspection, it appears I cannot collect the astral ore down there for the astral bars without a stronger pickaxe. And there's only one place to get a better pickaxe, and that's with Golem. Whoops, on my way to the temple, I have accidentally awoken a queen bee. Let me casually hop back over here. It's actually, maybe, nah. I'm gonna say a good time to highlight the utility of the Aureus cells that I picked up from the Astrum boss. But she'd be dead before it would even be worth it. But yeah, the Aureum cells that Astrum Aureus dropped didn't have anything really that interesting looking for crafting. But turns out, if I just eat one, it gives me the effects of a magic power and magic regeneration potion all at once, while restoring 200 mana. So, yeah, I'm going to keep those around. I don't know if they will be craftable, but at this point, I feel like they are certainly farmable. But otherwise, we're just making our way to the temple. And it is in the other direction. Alright, we have made it to the entrance to the jungle. You can already see our first bad new nasty hanging out right at the door here. Well, you did, until I accidentally murdered several of them. But the lizards here are the guardians of the temple, and they will, you know... Typically, this place can be quite dangerous. It may still be quite dangerous. I do have to navigate this this structure before I get to the area where I can summon the golem. But I'm feeling powerful enough with all of this modded gear that it shouldn't be a problem. I was hoping to drain out some of this water before I open the door, but not going to happen. We'll just close the door behind us very quickly, and hopefully that'll be enough. But yeah, this is a place filled with lots of traps and lots of nasty things. So I'm going to have to, A, clear out some inventory space, and B, walk right into the very first trap that I see. The very first trap is this trap. It drops some spiky balls on the ground, and the spiky balls deal a little over 100 damage per hit, and they bounce around in this tight area, and yeah, one false step and you're dead, and yada yada. You know the story, I'm sure. No, our next round of traps. You guys know I'm terrible at traps. Spikes that shoot from the ceiling, and of course, plenty of darts. Luckily, the dart traps have historically been able to poison me, which is where a lot of their extra damage comes from. They don't really do that because I am wearing the deific amulet, so that's nice at least. A solar tablet. I don't think we've actually done a solar... Actually, that's really odd. Yeah, we haven't. I haven't done a solar eclipse yet. I think I had one spawn in, and I just kind of exited the world and just bounced on it. That was quite some time ago. Alright, now I got very lucky in that last chest and got this Danger Sense Potion. The Danger Sense Potion is going to show me where all the pressure plates are for these traps, so very good. Each one of these power cells I collect is an attempt at Golem, so that's why I'm making sure to grab as many as I can. And otherwise, just a lot of fast, efficient murdering. Also, solar pebbles being dropped by these enemies, and I don't know what the solar pebbles do. Yeah, see those pressure plates, see that pressure plate. And did not see that pressure plate. Luckily, I'm immune to the on fire debuff, so lots of these traps. Not as nasty as they could be. Right, this looks like the Golem Room. You can see lots of traps up at the top. I'm going to disable all of those before we get into the fight. One thing at a time, though. Yeah, that was a close call, and you can see why this place is dangerous. All of these traps do a ton of damage, not to mention the enemies here are quick and ruthless. Hello? Die? And that is, I guess, on me for making poor equipment choices. Tears of Heaven, in situations like this, can be a bit unreliable if it chooses the wrong enemy to attack. So I think maybe Atlantis is the choice. Is good at dealing with groups with its piercing and, yeah, good knockback. Yeah, I think that's the option. So it's a chest, it is not. It's a pot of some kind. I think, yeah, plenty of time left on the Danger Sense Potion, so no worries there. Ooh, spiky balls. And I'm just gonna have to hang out. This is the time where our elemental friend... Oh. Time when our elemental friend may come in handy. And luckily, that's why I brought her. Yeah, going forward, I think this is how the elemental is going to be used. World exploration. She is very, very useful, but I think I'm just going to use her like this. In times where I just need to sit back for a moment, do a cut for you guys, and just a brief pause for me. But there we have it. Alright, moving on. This looks very, very bad. I will make the smart play. Not something I am particularly known for. We'll just break those pressure plates, because not much other choice to deal with all of that. Yeah, there it is. You see right there. This is our golem summon in the bottom right corner. So this room is large enough. Pretty uninterrupted. So I'll just need to clear out all of these guys and start taking out these traps. So this will take me some time. This will take me a few minutes. So just hang out. I'll be back. Alright, so we've made it back, and I think it's finally time to fight a golem. I have my heart lanterns, my campfire, my little magic crystal ball here, and yeah. And it doesn't take much. Like I say, the golem is historically not a difficult fight. Maybe this one will have something new. We'll find out. Just gonna heal up with my elemental here. And then actually get her out. Alright. Yeah, the only problem with summoning the golem is there is so much random loose mobs that spawn in this place. But here we have the golem, and he's apparently stuck on the platform above me. There's Golem. He's a big golem. Yeah. Nothing too crazy to this fight. Like I say, he's one of the... I mean, even in vanilla, he is a joke of a fight. So, we're just here. We're gonna do him a couple of times. Just to get a couple of options, just a few of his drops. But mostly, we're just here for the upgraded pickaxe. Yeah, you can see he's trying to fire some fireballs. He's trying to shoot some lasers at me. But yeah, technically we're in phase 2 now, where his head separates from his body. We're just firing at his core. But I mean, this is nothing. I'll tell you what, if I didn't feel like a pretty good Terraria player before, this mod has made me feel like a champ. He's dead, and you can see, don't even get a treasure bag for the pick saw. The pick saw is exactly what we're here for. As usual, my inventory is full of junk, but lots of new things being sold. Shadow Beam, Inferno Fork, ooh, the Spectre, 397, good lord. Okay, so yeah, they're selling a bunch of the dungeon stuff now. Magic Missile, which I actually do have a need for, or did I deal with that? I don't remember. But lots of new goodies being sold. I'm going to clear out some inventory space. I'm probably going to buy one of each of those magic weapons. What else you got? These beetle husks is just beetle armor. This is a big one. The blue chlorophyte storage upgrade. I will need to get a lot of those, which means I'll need a lot of shroomite bars. And I think that is pretty much it. Alright, enough for 3, which is something. So, we'll take them. 1680! Yay! Plenty of storage, plenty of expansion ready to go. Yeah, check out the Inferno Fork. I did farm for this, actually, for a little while. It's like my Lashes of Chaos. It's like my PLG. It's actually a bit stronger than both, but it is a much slower fire rate. But I think there was a crafting recipe that I saw that I wanted to grab from it, so I think that's what I'm going to do. The Spectre Staff is pretty standard stuff. No big crazy special effects, but it does home, and it is 343 damage. So I'm going to throw that on the bar. I'm actually going to check the recipe, then I'm going to throw that on the bar. And the magic missile is I just picked up as an ingredient because something, I really want to say something wanted that for a recipe. So in the meantime, I'm going to go through, check a few recipes, and I'll be back with you, and we'll figure out what I want to go do next. I was very much prepared to go ahead and take this Gills Potion, but as I hovered the tooltip, I noticed it is a 2-minute duration, and that is not very long. I have 6 minutes of total Gills Potion time. So I'm going to hold off until I get down below. Went ahead, got the Elemental out. The Elemental is going to give me some nice, helpful regen while I'm here. That I do not recognize. Hopefully it's fine. But Gills Potion is now the thing. Hopefully I can get this Scoria ore. I think the Pixos said I could, so yeah, there we go. So I'm not going to go too deep. I'm going to try and play this pretty safe. And grab as much as I can. I don't know if it takes anything else to craft up into the bars. It's going to be the only thing. And apparently there's less of it here than I thought. No, there's still some left. Okay, I am under attack. I am under attack. And I can't get out. Oh, I can't get out. Alright, I don't have my movement accessories. I needed my movement accessories. Well, that's the abyss for us. Alright, our first run-in with Scoria bars. 14 of them, probably not enough to craft much, but let's see what they can do. Hydrothermic Armor. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be our next upgrade, it looks like. Hydrothermic Armor. A Hadal Mantle. Headgear, Helm. Yeah, this is a full armor set. Minion damage, and rogue damage, and magic damage. So that's what I'm looking at. 12% damage, reduce usage by 15, and 10% crit chance. Yeah, much, much better, and I don't even know what the set bonus is. Probably going to lose a bit of defense, but the damage output is much better. 14, so I'm making up a little bit of that difference. And the chest plate is 20. So I'm making up basically all the difference. It's not going to be an increase in armor for us, but it will be a good increase in damage. Okay, so we're on to something. We have life alloys. These are big. I've seen this in a lot of recipes. And the Forbidden Sun, a great little magic weapon here. It looks like I mean, a giant explosion on death. I'm all about giant explosions between the PLG and the Lashes of Chaos. Looks like it's just going to be an upgrade to that. And I can actually craft that right now. I'm going to do it. Let's round out the episode by seeing something new and fancy. I'll get the rest of this stuff together probably off camera. And get back with you in the next episode. And we'll continue on with getting that geared up. And then we'll go try to take on some new bosses. There it is. Forbidden Sun. Craft that. Let's drop that off of the bar. Oh, yeah, that is a big explosion. Look at that. Okay. I wonder... I know I won't be able to craft it, but I wonder if it has an upgrade. Pierce 2. The... Hell something flash? Helium flash. Yeah, Cosmolite. Yeah, I haven't seen any of that stuff yet. Nebula fragments. So, yeah, that's gonna be good for us for the moment. Yes. How fast? Oh, and it fires super fast too. Oh, that's nice. Tell you what, I'm gonna do one more thing because why not? I'm gonna hop back down to the temple and I'm gonna fight Golem one more time, and I'm gonna use this flash and just see what happens. That's new. That's something I haven't seen before. A plague shell? Alright, so this probably has to do with the new boss that's coming up pretty soon. The Plague Bringer, I think he was named. Yeah, Plague Charger. Alright, so the dungeon, or not the dungeon, the jungle has now become a bit more dangerous. That's really fun, though. Plague Cell canisters, I have no idea what they're going to do for me. Here's my prediction. I'm going to accidentally summon this boss somehow. No, it said I needed to use an item, so I'll be fine. Alright, now that we're back to full health, let's explode everything. And fight a golem. Alright, so not the fastest damage, I guess, but it is good spread damage. Although, actually, the more I look at it, the more it maybe is very fast damage. Yeah, both of his hands are down. And I'm not even bothering with this or this. Okay, yeah. So a fun weapon, but maybe not quite as reliable. But I'm going to leave it on the bar, and I'm going to use it as much as I can, because, yeah. Alright, so I think this is now the time to go ahead and call it for episode number 34. If you have enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and give me that thumbs up, give me the like, it does help me grow the channel. If you have anything you'd like to say about the video or about me in particular, then go ahead and leave a comment down below. And if you want to catch more of my content going forward, of course, remember to hit the big subscribe button down below. Otherwise, I hope everybody has enjoyed it. I hope everybody has a good day, and we'll catch you in the next one.